Episode 593 of 360 Wrestling Fanatic. On this Saturday night, going to be talking about another 3 hours of all elite wrestling action with AEW Saturday Collision and Rampage. Live from Daly's Place, AEW, where the best wrestle, right here, right now, 360 Wrestling Fanatic. Hey, Wrestling Fanatics. Welcome to this Saturday night episode of 360 Wrestling Fanatic. Lance Brock here on this Saturday night. 3 hours of AEW with Collision and Rampage. I have to admit, I wasn't sure what time it would be starting with the NBA playoffs airing, and I missed just a little bit of Collision. I turned on TNT around 8:28. I was expecting the basketball game to still be on, but Collision already started. Didn't miss that much though. When I first tuned in, like I said, it was already started. Live from Daly's Place in Jacksonville, Florida. Our commentators tonight for Collision, Tony Schiavone and Nigel McGuinness. When I first tuned in, the new AEW World Champion Swerve Strickland, along with Prince Nana, was in the ring. Swerve cuts a promo and issues an open challenge for the AEW World Championship later tonight. It is answered by Blackpool Combat Club member Claudio Castagnoli, and we will see that match for the world title later tonight. Our first match on Collision is a trios match with the new unified AEW Trios and Ring of Honor World Six-Man Tag Team Champions, the Bang Bang Gang, Switchblade Jay White, and the Guns, Austin and Colton, taking on the team of Top Flight and Action Andretti. Good opening match to start off Collision, in my opinion. Jay White pinning Action Andretti to score the win for the Bang Bang Gang. And we get a video package of the House of Black next. And they are accepting the Cope Open Challenge. But they do not say just yet who will be facing Adam Copeland for the TNT Championship. It'll either be Malachi Black, Brody King, or Buddy Matthews. That'll take place this Wednesday night on Dynamite, I believe, from Winnipeg. In our next match, we see the return of one half of the Lucha Brothers, Rey Fenix, taking on the Beast Mortis, or Martos, I should say. The hype man Alex Abrahantes is in the corner of Phoenix. Pretty good match here. Mortis having the power advantage, dominating quite a bit of the first part of the match, but Rey Fenix getting the win with a quick roll-up. And then we see the return of Rush defeating Martin Stone, the AEW Women's World Champion. Timeless Toni Storm gets a victory defeating Anna Jay. And we find out this Wednesday night on Dynamite that Serena Deeb will go one-on-one against Mariah May. Tag team action up next. The AEW debut of the Grizzled Young Vets taking on the Acclaimed. Max Caster starts off with a rap saying something about it's going to send them back to the Impact Zone. The Acclaimed get the win here. And the main event of Collision for the AEW World Championship. New champ Swerve Strickland taking on Claudio Castagnoli. Very good match here. Definitely fantastic main event. If you did not see tonight's episode of Collision, I definitely recommend you. Well, actually, I recommend you watch the whole show, but definitely the main event here. Swerve goes over, retaining the World Championship in his first title defense. And now we move on over to Rampage. And now at this time, Daddy Magic Matt Menard joins Tony Schiavone and Nigel McGuinness on commentary. And we start things off out in the parking lot for the parking lot fight. The implosion of the Best Friends, Trent Beretta and Chuck Taylor. Earlier in the night on Rampage or Collision, Trent told Orange Cassidy no matter what happens out there not to help out. This one, of course, is a brutal, hard-hitting fight using the cars as weapons. Trent Beretta, a bloody mess, busted open pretty early on in this one. And on top of a car, Trent Beretta locks in a go-go plata, or Chuck Taylor locks in the go-go plata, I should say, and Trent passes out. Chuck Taylor's the winner, and then while on the top of the car, Taylor adds insult to injury, slamming the leg of Trent through the window of the car. Orange Cassidy and Chris Statlander come to his aid, chasing Chuck Taylor off. And then we see in the back Don Callis watching on a monitor, possibly teasing that Don Callis may be wanting Trent Beretta to be a part of the Don Callis family. We could see that possibly. Women's action up next. Thunder Rosa defeating the Virtuosa Deonna Purrazzo. Really good match here. Rosa sneaking out the victory with a quick roll-up while Deonna was trying to lock in the Fujiwara armbar. After the match, we saw a post-match attack from the Virtuosa. They brawled a little bit, went over to the part of the stage in front of the crowd, and then security came to break up the fight. Big Bill is in action next, defeating Trevor Blackwell. Big Bill trying to impress Chris Jericho the learning tree, Chris Jericho now. And we saw in the back the new FTW champion, Chris Jericho, watching. And in the main event of Rampage tonight, tag team action, Shane Taylor Promotions, Shane Taylor and Lee Moriarty taking on the team of Daniel Garcia and Katsuyori Shibata. Very good tag team match in this main event of Rampage. Shibata getting the win for his team, pinning Moriarty. And that was our Saturday night pro wrestling lineup, Collision and Rampage. Two very good episodes, I thought, tonight. Definitely had some good wrestling. Swerve Strickland and Claudio Castagnoli. Definitely, there's a match recommendation right there. The parking lot fight. And then the tag team match with Shibata and Garcia taking on Shane Taylor Promotions. Very good tag match. Women's match, good as well. So like I said, if you missed the two shows tonight, definitely recommend checking them out. Collision and Rampage tonight. Also, tonight was AAA's Triple Mania. Haven't had a chance to watch that show just yet. Might try to check it out, talk about it on a future episode of 360 Wrestling Fanatic. And Thursday night, it was announced that TNA has officially re-signed Steve Macklin, which I would say is good news for TNA. Good talent, and I think he is definitely an asset to TNA Wrestling. And that looks like about all the news I have for this episode of 360 Wrestling Fanatic. Thank you everyone for tuning in on this Saturday night. You can go in the comment section right now, leave your thoughts on tonight's episodes of Collision and Rampage. Or if you just want to talk about anything going on in the world of pro wrestling right now, just a reminder, this Wednesday night there will be another 3-hour block of All Elite Wrestling with Dynamite and Rampage, 8 p.m. Eastern, with the return of Kenny Omega. I will be back right here. Same 360 time, same 360 channel for the Sunday morning episode of Good Morning Wrestling Fans. So hope you all can join me in the morning. Hope everyone had a great Saturday, having a good weekend so far. I will talk to everyone tomorrow morning for GMWF. But until then, have a great pro wrestling day. Mixed up the podcasts again. I am Lance, and I am a wrestling fanatic.